it's so cool. David, just thank you so much for loving Fortnite so much that you were like, hey, let's just make something cool for the community. Thank you so much. Before I let you go, I'd love for you to kind of give you the stage to call out anything you're doing, to call out where people can follow you and find you, because they need to do that.
Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Fortnite. Shout out to everybody that made this possible. Shout out to you, the fans and the players. Shout out to the pros. My name is David. You can find me everywhere at D4VDDD. Love you guys. Love Fortnite. We out.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much for your time. And again, thank you for one of the coolest anthems of all time. It is so sick. We've actually talked about this for so long. Like, man, it would be so cool to have like an anthem and like to actually get one, and it to be David is like literally a dream come true for me personally. It's so awesome to see like someone else who loves Fortnite made a song for Fortnite, dude.
What I love is, like, you know, usually, oh, we'll gas people up, whatever. We've literally been singing this song for the last 4 days, and it's like stuck in our head. It's in a little ear where we can't get it out, and it's just so good. And when we all got to watch that video for the first time together, we just kind of were astounded, stunned, and silent a little bit. It really does just kind of is the perfect combination of what you think a Fortnite fan is really bringing. Like, you can tell that he loves the game, and that makes me love the music even more. And what I love personally is all of these players behind me getting back to their stations, because Zeke, I am so excited for 3 more games today.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, if you didn't know, at the halfway point, we kind of give the players a break, right? We let them kind of walk away, take a rest, take a breather. Maybe they can talk about their trail mates, their coaches, whatever they need to do, and then they come back to the stage. We continue playing Fortnite. Now, as we kind of start to continue to get them back, we actually have another special interview. It is Loser Fruit who's standing by with Mini Miner.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I'm up here in the VIP lounge, and oh boy, do we have a VIP. It's Loser Fruit. It's Fortnite icon, Loser Fruit. Firstly, how you feeling? Are you enjoying the event? What are the vibes like?
I love it here in France. The atmosphere is amazing. I love the crowd. France. J'aime France.
Absolutely love it. Now, I mentioned there, you're a Fortnite icon. You are an icon. You're in the Icon Series outfit. I mean, how does that feel? What does that feel for you?
No, it's like the biggest honor to be an icon, but like, I'm the only icon here. I don't know where they are. Like, where you guys at?
We're calling out you other icons. Well, you should be here. What's going on? Let's talk about the games. Really electric. As you mentioned, the atmosphere here. Unbelievable stuff. What are your thoughts so far? What are you thinking about the game so far?
The games have been entertaining. It's good to see Power doing well in the last game that they just were in. So, yeah, hopefully keeps getting better for them.
I mean, you have a little bit of LAN experience yourself, right? You played at the Pro-Am with Alex. What was that like?
Oh, Alex is a goat. He carried me hard in Pro-Am, like, because I was terrible, but, you know, it's fine. He'll show him it.
I thought you carried him, personally. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, what do you have to say to that team right now? They've had a really good game, right? They had an 11th place right there, a few eliminations. They're starting to grow into it. Is that something we can expect to see from these guys throughout the rest of the day?
I think they'll just keep getting better and better, as long as they're having fun, but they just, like, dominate. So I think we'll see more of them on the screen. Put them on the screen, broadcast, all right? So we need to see more Power, all right?
You guys hear that behind the scenes. We want to see more of them. I want to see these guys popping off, and also I want to see more of the games. So I want a big thank you to you, of course, Loser Fruit, for joining us here on the interview. Got any final words to say to the fans at home, to all the people in the arena as well?
Thanks, everyone, for watching. This performance is amazing. Thanks, Fortnite.
Back to the desk.
Hey, Loser Fruit, thank you. Thank you for being here as the only icon represented that's not playing. Thank you. Where are your other icons at? Anyway, guys, in case you didn't know, Double XP is happening this weekend in celebration of the Global Championship. Jump in. There's a bunch of stuff happening. BR, Grapple Glove, and the Pump Shotgun coming back. Reload's got 100% rare chest spawns with some other unvaultings happening. And then finally, Blitz has melee mythics when you drop off the battle bus. Jump in right now. Double XP. Don't miss out. Make sure you take advantage of that. Now, of course, as we continue the conversation, the players continue to kind of roll back in. We're getting closer. I kind of caught a moment there. Queasy talking right there. Swizzy Merstash are kind of still strategizing. They're taking every single moment possible to make sure they are ready to come back for game number 4 even stronger.
Well, this is where things start to get interesting, in my opinion, because like you already mentioned, right, the break has happened. and the fact that 2 dominant performances have happened, I'm going to be looking towards these next 3 games because now Queasy, MrSavage, Swizzy, they might be getting even more respect to this. Everybody might be looking at the high situation and be like, yeah, we've got no chance if we actually go for it. Let's just give them full respect, which would kind of open the door even more. Even though it already looks open for Queasy, MrSavage, Swizzy, it might open it up even more. But now the opportunity as well for some of the other teams to maybe kind of counter-strat some of the things that may be going on in the early game. Obviously, there's a couple teams that we think could be doing better right now, and hopefully this little bit of a break gives them just that opportunity to go ahead and figure something out.
I mean, when there's a team that just dominates high ground so well, a lot of the other teams will kind of build this little bunker over themselves in low and middle and kind of, refute eliminations from them. But Queasy, MrSavage, and Swizzy aren't allowing that to happen. They are making sure that they are not controlling high ground passively, which we've seen teams do in the past. They are making sure that they are chopping out all the roofs, making sure that they're still getting eliminations, and that is what makes them so dangerous. We see teams go for height and get that consistency, but rarely do we see that in tandem of also having the most amount of eliminations in a game.
I kind of want to flip the script here a little bit, right? Obviously, we're talking about Queasy kind of in that #1 spot. There's a couple other trios, namely Peterbot, Ritual Cold, right? Pollo, Acorn, Agers. What's going on? It seems like this trio, these trios we know should be performing well, right? I kind of made a joke at one point last game. I was like, oh, it's interesting, like Peterbot, Ritual Cold are 31st. You're like, that's interesting. That's how many eliminations they should have at this point. But that's not the case. What do we think is happening here?
Well, obviously, I think games #1 and 2 were kind of like feelers. They were kind of trying to see what they can actually do with their drop spot kind of situation that they have going on. And then games #3, we kind of tune in with them. They pushed into Dystopia City pretty early on. And then I was like, whoa, their map situation looks very, very good. They've got a pretty clean loadout. I just don't think they really know where to go from there. Like, it doesn't really seem like they have a full laid out plan, which is why, looking at this break right now, hopefully the coach kind of comes in and talks to them and is like, hey, listen, this is what you guys need to do after you kind of get an established loadout and the materials needed.
There's a word that we like to use in North America when we describe Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual, and even Acorn, Agers, and Pollo, and that is conditioned. They condition the lobby, but that lobby that they condition is just North American Central. There is a very specific strategy that we see time and time again that these players get to practice over weeks and kind of build up that one meta, and then they are conditioning the lobby to kind of play around them. Well, they have 7 other regions now. They have Europe to contend with, so that strategy that they have conditioned the rest of North America doesn't really matter now. So I think that they're kind of being thrown for a loop. That respect that so many other teams give them in North America isn't necessarily seen here today.
Yeah, there is that meta within the meta, right? And it kind of, we usually talk about that around these times, right? On LAN, when players have kind of time to come together, meet each other, say what's up, and then practice, right? And I love that you call that out, Kelly, because I didn't even consider that even for a moment, but that's so true, right? Everyone else is going, oh, here we go, finals, Pollo, Peterbot running around doing their thing. Got to make sure we respect them. Everyone else is like, hey, no, this is a global stage. Like, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to walk away at the end of this as a global champion. How different things are here in a LAN setting.
Yeah, 100% right. That could be playing a factor, right? Obviously, we've kind of talked about the situation between Cold, Ritual, and Peterbot, switching the focus over to Acorn, Pollo, and Agers. They've got, like, it's like an easy task, but a hard task at the same time. They know kind of what's going wrong. It's Storm Surge, right? But Storm Surge is one of those mechanics in Fortnite competitive that's pretty much the hardest thing to kind of figure out for any one of these teams, right? They know what they need to work on, but it's like, man, how do they?
And we were talking about the start of the show, especially Miniminer was pointing out how Queasy on the northwest side will build up that pillar, or will build up Storm Surge on top of that pillar. And then we actually saw it in game #3. Agers, Acorn, and Pollo doing the exact same thing. But then if you look at that drop map, there is not that many teams that are landing near them, and a lot of the teams that are landing to the west of them are fighting each other. So there just isn't the same opportunity that someone like Queasy, who has a similar starting strategy, is able to pull off that they aren't.
That is so cool and crazy at the same time, right? These almost like micro strategies these players are trying to utilize. Now, of course, both of these trios are world class, right? I'm not worried. But at this point in the competition, we only have 3 games left to go, right? And the idea is we set ourselves up with this first 6 games. Then day #2, we only have 6 games, right? To try and make a fight for that #1 spot. So for both of these trios, I kind of want to see, like, we need to get into this. We need to make some moves right here, right now. But with that being said, it's almost that time to hop back into all of the action. We want to toss it on over to the casters to say what's up before we get things started.
Appreciate it so much. It has been a phenomenal time frame so far here today, Jacob. But Leon, je t'aime, because you guys are putting on such a strong crowd performance too. The way you guys are gassing up these players, Jacob, it's so awesome to see.
Honestly, coming into this venue, I was kind of like, oh man, what's gonna happen today? How's the atmosphere? You could hear them 2 hours before the event even started. I had to go in the middle of that crowd and get a video of my own, but the hype is real and the game is ready.
Here we
Let's get
go.
right into
Let's
it.
game 4.
And we're back. One more battle bus ride taking us in to game number 4 here, Jacob. But the important steps are starting to be made. The players have had a slight opportunity now, revitalize themselves, see if these strategies, revisit some of those strategies even for a good portion of our teams realistically. But for Doxy and Tayson, this has been the early game theme so far here today, because these guys have just been clashing nonstop. But we saw that Brazil interference take place in the last lobby, so both these teams know they have got to be even faster with this outcome. It is all or nothing, because if Brazil continues to intervene, they're just not going to be able to build back up from Rangers' ruin.
Yeah, and it wasn't just one, but it was 2 different teams, but the drop remains the same. The 50-50 on one of the chests. For Doxy, he's going to have to disengage and try to find some floor loot elsewhere. Chicho was taking a good brunt of that damage, but it's Pablo who does get dropped first. Chicho as well. And this is a good opportunity as Chino and Doxy are in a 2v2 situation. They're trying to close the gap, but Doxy goes down. Tayson, the 5-time champion, is going to fall as well. Now Chino's in a peculiar situation as he gets eliminated in the 1v1 against Riss.
It's a tough break there for Doxy's team, but hey, Triss, what a come up. Chicho and Tayson are both very likely going to be revived, but they gotta be very quick because still other action across the map. Benno, Pico in a very tough position, but Yuma, he's not gonna be able to escape. Benno finds the knock, finds the full elimination here, taking full advantage of that siphon, but he still has Grise up above. Benno trying to be very wary here. If he goes down, that is the end of it for game 4, and they still want to be able to strike inside that top 10 leaderboard, but Benno wrapping around underneath Grise, even though he's overhead, Benno has the shield HP advantage. Benno still breaking through, doesn't get the shot that he wanted to, but Grise taking a huge chunk of his HP now. Koyota still seeing if he can apply a little bit of pressure on the backup section, but Benno, even in the 1 versus 2, he refuses to budge. That is Aura.
Oh, he finally gets the knock on Rise, and that was huge. That was 200 IQ coming out of Benno, because Vico was down. Koyota went down to finish off that elimination, which gave him a huge 1v1, and with a third